Hey guys, welcome back. Dreamweaver23 here, and today is Tuesday. You know what that means? It is Tutorial Tuesday. Today we're going to be doing what I think should be a pretty quick tutorial, 5-10 minutes, and this is just going to be about basic mining turtle operations in Minecraft. And when I say basic, I do know how to code them and everything like that, and I'm working on getting better at the coding for them. And I will be developing some coding software, or some coding programs that I want to get out there. But starting off, there's so much to understand. And if you're not used to coding any language, let alone Lua, it can be a little bit overwhelming. But I wanted to give you guys that, want to kind of start using them, but not really sure, two really great code samples that can be a huge benefit to you right off the bat. And so we're sitting here, I'm in my D23 bank in creative, chilling around. We're actually just on a single player world in a nice Barrens location. I do like the Barrens. This is a part of the extra biomes and everything like that. So nice area over here. Pull up my information. Now I'm going to teach you actually, I guess, 3 commands. First we're going to set down, not that, we're going to set down our mining turtle. Got the, if you want to know what texture pack I'm using the Sortix Fanver Ultimate Feed the Beast Edition. It's updated for 1.1.2 Ultimate, and it's gorgeous because it's every mod in here. Now setting this down, this is your basic mining turtle. Nothing fancy about him, just a mining turtle. Chilling, looking good. Yeah. Now you can do a lot of stuff and you can start to put codes and everything in there from the get-go, but what you really want to do for your first thing you want to do is label. EL. L-A-B-E-L, and it shows you, it'll tell you the usages. Okay, you can put label get, set, clear, get, drive, text, right? So you got this. This is where you name your turtle. And I know some of you might already know how to do this, and that's great. This might not be the, tutorial for you, but there's a lot of people out there that don't really have a good understanding of it, and that's who I'm hoping to help out with this. So we're going to go through and we're going to set a label for our turtle. We're going to name him, and we're going to name him Steve. I'm going to make this lowercase. Label set. We're going to name him Super Steve, because I miss Super Steve. Computer label set to Super Steve. Now, whenever we get out of... Let me actually give myself a pickaxe. Alright. Turn creative mode off so that we're just in a regular mode. We break our turtle. It actually says, this is Super Steve. So we can go through, and if we have, turtles set up for certain areas that we want them to mine, or, whatever the case may be, we know, hey, this is Super Steve right here. So, and when clicking in them, it's not going to make anything look super different. I'm going to actually turn creative mode back on because I don't want to get blown up by a creeper, which is probably going to happen. Now, when we set him down, he's ready to go. He's like waiting for a command in there. What I'm going to show you first is a built-in tool into the turtles. And if you don't know about this one, this is a great one. This is a lot of times one of the first ones that you'll learn, just because... if you're in a server environment, they'll say just use this command. But I want to show you kind of the proper way to do it. This works best with a large chest or some sort of ender chest, but set down a chest. After you set your turtle down, right behind them, and you can always tell with this texture pack, you can tell which one because it's got the turtle on there. But say you didn't know. This one should still be Super Steve. I'm going to lay the iron chest down, stand on top of your iron chest, and this actually came from Heavy 10. This is how he sets his up, and it's a really great way of doing it. So you have your chest right here, just click on there. You know that it's right there linked to it, and you know which side's the back side. Now I'm going to actually get rid of this one because we already have Super Steve, and we don't need 2 of them. So this first command I'm going to show you is first we're going to half this. So we can put the coal in there because that first spot, that's where he's going to go to look for fuel. And secondly, just to kind of show off what this does, I'm going to fill up his inventory. All right, so he's got a full inventory except for one slot. Now, when you type in excavate, E-X-C-A-V-A-T-E, and hit enter, it says your usage. Okay, so it tells you this is how you have to do it. Excavate and then the diameter. So we'll do excavate 5. All right, so what this is going to do is it's going to start excavating. From this point right here, it's going to go through and measure out, but it's going to measure a 5 by 5 area and then mine that all the way down to bedrock. So he goes through, he marks his spots. He says, wait a second, my inventory is full, because there's a different type of block when it's going through. And that's the great thing about this command, is whenever his inventory is full, he will come back up to the spot where he started from, and if there's a chest right there, he'll actually unload it. That's a beautiful feature. Now, if this were an ender chest, you could have it to where it's linked to your main chest at the top, or you could make it to where it's set up to go into pipes pulling out of this chest. If you just had it as the iron chest, you could set a pipe system to go through a sorting system right there. But this is great because from the default, he's going to go through and set up and start building right there. That's a really nice feature to have. And so excavate, he'll keep going. He'll go all the way down to, you know, wherever he's wanting to go down to. He'll go all the way down to bedrock. But you can make it. We'll set on this side, we'll set another mining turtle down. And we won't name him. But we'll do this one, excavate. Oh, let me put some fuel in here. 10. Yeah. So even though he's unnamed and unloved, because he's not Super Steve, and you see they kind of check their path. Well, I want to check something right here. Let's go right here. I want to test to see if they can get into tight areas. So let's say you don't want to have it on the surface because you don't want to have huge holes gaping underneath your stuff. As long as you have one block, which they actually should start off from this level. So whatever level you start them at, that's where they will start excavating. And you don't have to have something above them, if that makes sense. That's a cool feature. Me, I don't like to have huge gaping holes in the side of my everywhere I go in the world. I think it just detracts away from, you know, the nice look of the surrounding area. So for me, I'd like to have something like this, to where it's just like maybe I drop down to this level and I'd say, you know what, another turtle, excavate 5. So pull right in here and go. He's going to start from right there and he's going to excavate 5. And he'll do that all the way down to bedrock. Since you have them to where they're going to be, you know, breaking at the same time, at the same speed, so you don't have to worry about them going down and hitting each other if they have that little bit of overlay right there. And not to mention they will wait. Like if I go and block the path right here, oh, something's in my way, I'm not going to move. So cool little program, and that's just built default into your turtles, which is really nice. Now, the other program I'm going to show you, this one is available on a site called turtlescripts.com. I'll have a link for it in the description below. And this is called Boar version 2. It's a great program. I actually used it on the Let's Plays the other day. But this is another one that's super simple to use and is really nice. I do enjoy it. But we don't want to do it right here. With this one, actually, we do kind of want to do it close. So let's go back over here this area because I don't want to get too far away from them. Say we want to go to this level right here. How long you got? You don't have long. Okay. So from this level right here, let's put some coal in here. And I'm not going to label them just because I want to get this demonstration kind of shown pretty quick. But the great thing about Turtle scripts is the way they go through and install their scripts. So for Boar version 2, which you can see that there on the screen where I'm going to get it, all you have to do is copy and paste this script. So it's going to go paste bin, get that plate, little thing right there. It's connecting, success, downloaded the market. You copy and paste step 2 right in here. It's going to connect to the turtlescripts.com. Sometimes it goes through and it says there's an error. Basically, just go through and do it again. There we go. Sometimes you have to hit it a few times. Once you have this, actually, if you label your turtle and you have this program downloaded in there, then anytime you don't need to go through all that process, all you have to type in is boar. And it'll bring up this little menu right here, and it shows you how you need to do this. So, okay, so this is boar. Your usages are boar length, width, and height, or boar length, width, and height flags, or update. So I can actually see if there's an update for the texture. Why are you moving me further away? These guys are jerks. All right, so we're going to go through and say boar length. We'll do 20. Width. How wide do we want it to be? We're going to do 3, and height, we'll do 3 as well. You can also put on flags, and I will show how to put the flags in because it showed the brackets, and the first time I was confused, and I was trying to get it to go left, and it wouldn't, and I was pissed off. But all you have to do is push space, and then say for left, dash left. It's exactly like that. You don't have to put the brackets in. It's just showing you where you would put them. So that's how you put that in there. But for right now, we're going to do 20 length, 3 width, and 3 height. It's got colon there. Go. So as you can see, it's doing its little thing. It turns around, does its stuff. 3 wide, 3 tall, and it'll go in 20 deep, which is really nice to have. This is great for making underground tunnels. If you go through and if you do strip mining and stuff like that, you can actually go through there and have them go out 30, 40, 50 blocks and make a 3x3 area for your first, main tunnel shaft going down, and then break off to your sides. You can also have them do other stuff on the side. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this this turtle script that's going on right here is that if it fills up its inventory, it just drops the blocks on the ground. It doesn't pick them up. It doesn't do like the excavate command where if it's full, it just, goes and drops off its load and says, okay, cool, I'm going back to mining down. And that's one thing that I'm going to look at changing out with this mod is that, hey, if my inventory is full, I'm going to go back to the spot where, you put me in, pretty much to that same situation right here to where it goes right back up to that chest and it's good to go. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that I would say needs to be changed in here. You can also make it to where every 5 blocks or 10 blocks forward, it places a chest, or not a chest, a torch. But it doesn't have that in this boar code from the get-go. That's something that I think that either should be added or, whenever I make my code, I'm actually probably going to look at adding my own. So that way it can go through and every so often just drops a torch down so that you're not having, enemies coming up down there. So that's 3 codes or 3 programs, scripts that you kind of want to start off with, and will really help you get past a lot of stuff here in Minecraft. I'm going to go through and place some torches because it's getting kind of dark, and he's not pushing any down like a jerk. Torches. There we go. But he'll go to town there, and he'll go 20 deep, and then whenever he's done, if he still has fuel or whatever, he'll come right back to the space where he started off at and stop. He says, no more fuel, I'm good to go. But yeah, so that's those 3 tutorials, guys. There's those 3 little programs. If you wanted to look up some really good information about finding out how to script, definitely you can go through the wiki. You can go through turtlescripts.com. You can register on through there, and they have different forums and stuff like that you can talk to. You can also view the scripts that the people have in there. You can view their code and see what they're doing. And that's actually probably one of the best ways of doing it, because you can actually see, okay, if it's well commentated, you can actually see, okay, well, this is what's doing this part right here. So I know I want that functionality, and you can work those into your own code and be able to help yourself become a better programmer for turtle scripting or just computer craft in general. But that's all the time we have for this episode today, guys. Make sure you join in a little bit later. I'll have the Minecraft daily solo play that's coming up here in a few hours. So until then, guys, I am DreamReaver23 saying game happy, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.
Episode. LRM is my homegirl, building up my whole world, running it with red power wire. And you gotta have Space Toad, cause you know the build craft makes me smile. And industrial craft, because my nuclear reactor gives the power to inspire. These blocks feel like Doc Brown, gonna make a time machine in game 1.21 gigawatts. The spawners that start dropping spiders and creepers and zombies as well, with their arms in the air and blazes. Cave spiders, skeletons, jockeys, and slimes, and magma cube silverfish. Yeah, the pigmen are nice unless you attack them.